A few other optional systems or things that tie all these systems together in a house. Right here, you're going to see their plumbing for an outdoor kitchen. Some builders will pre-plumb for it, and you can finish it yourself, or they're likely going to build this one out. You can see the gas supply line for the grill, and you can see they've plumbed it hot and cold water, and they're ready for a sink as well. GFCI protected outlet, again, built in right here, and you see how it's being built in low, so that's why I think that they have design this so that someone can build around it at a later date. You also see a better example of how they flash and tape around windows. So you see how they seal it down each side. You can see how they flash across the top with the tambling tape, and then, you know, it's really tacky, and if it's done right, you shouldn't have issues, but you really should have inspections done, and they will come back and seal up creases or rips. And you'll also notice at the top of the window, there's optional flashing. Most manufacturers do not include that automatically, but it is something you should do over each window. So there's metal flashing that goes up and under that tape flashing. So as water rolls down, it doesn't ever make contact with the actual window frame. It hits that flashing, comes out. And because there's brick or stone, and this one's going to be brick, there will be a heavy metal brick lintel that runs on top of that flashing, and then they'll have weep holes there as well when it's finished. You'll also see these two white pipes coming out the soffit. That is from the main AC unit. It's the secondary drain line. You ever see water coming out of one of those dripping like that? It means your primary drain line is clogged, and you should have it serviced because you don't want that water backing up. But when it gets into that secondary pan, it's designed to be sloped, and it brings the water outside. And they normally push it out a window so people will notice it, but if you keep your blinds closed, you might not see it. But again, if you ever see water dripping out of anything, obviously something's probably wrong. But high up like that, it's going to be cooler water. It's not a hot water heater. It's not dangerous. It's just going to be something that needs to be dealt with. Some other optional things that you'll see on the outside of this one is you'll see that there is a huge paralleling beam carrying this huge patio span. And again, if you want to go that big distance, you're going to need to use something that can hold the weight of that roof and the framing. They're using huge 8x8 cedar columns probably. They're wrapped. They'll be bricked around them. Again, you see the brick ties going up it. But they're sealing every aspect of this along the way to keep everything as watertight as possible. So that's many of the optional components that are in this home.